We're doing our second dive, and the name is Beatriz at Anilao, Batangas. Do you know why it's called Beatriz?
Nope.
Nope. Well, that's of course that's the name of a woman, and I heard that's the former owner of Aquaventure.
Ooh.
Yes, because during those days, Aquaventure was one of the first pioneer of scuba diving here,
Wow.
and the woman who was actually running Aquaventure her name was Beatriz. Yes, you know, that's the advantage. You know, if you find a dive site and there's no name, you can actually etch your name.
So
you can.
time if I found a dive site, I can name it after me.
Right, you're right. We can call it the Sean Cathedral or the Joel's Rock.
Joel's Rock.
Just
Sounds
like
good.
this,
Sounds
yeah.
good.
I hope we spelled it right because it's S and maybe it's Z. Okay, that's a nice barrel sponge there. That's a hard coral, and the currents are always tough here. You know.
Yeah.
You know, going to Beatriz, the best way to go is you go down to Batok and you follow the reef, and that will lead you all the way to Beatriz.
Okay.
When I say Batok, Batok is in the island of Sombrero.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, there's a highway here measuring 5 meters, and normally that's the landmark of the fishermen and the instructors and dive masters when they see some sort of a highway because it's quite shallow.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, diving Anilao like Bahura, Layag-Layag is very difficult. Okay, and if you're having a hard time equalizing, then you actually miss the site.
Oh.
That's how difficult it is. That's why people say it's for advanced divers. Well, look at it, huh? It's so beautiful out there.
I enjoy it.
Yes, there's so many fishes. And well, another thing is you don't see big animals.
Yeah. You see a lot of reef fish.
Right. You know, everybody has his own priority.
Yeah.
Some people would like to see sharks, then you go to Kapataha.
Yeah.
But if you just want to enjoy a beautiful reef, better than Sipadan, Malaysia. No, I've been to Sipadan, and I think our reef are much better.
I think it's more healthier.
More healthy.
Yeah.
Do you know why they're healthy?
Because of the current,
Yes. The stronger the current, the healthier the corals.
the better.
Yes.
It's clear down there.
Because, you know, the corals, they always want to be washed.
Yeah.
Okay? And,
Like
when-
taking a shower.
yeah, during the El Nino, yeah, it's like taking a shower. During the El Nino, a lot of corals died. I'm actually inside the cave here.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
saw you.
Yeah,
I saw
there's a
you.
small cave here. I
Yeah.
entered it, and on that cave, look, there's actually a sea fan on top of me.
Yeah.
And I told you, if your eyes are good, you can actually
see
see a pygmy seahorse on that sea fan. But then you have to bring a magnifying glass if your eyes are poor like me, you know. Have you ever seen a pygmy seahorse?
In pictures. This is my first time underwater seeing it.
I know, only in pictures. That's why a lot of macro photographers, they come all the way to Philippines to see the actual animal.
Yeah.
You know, I tell my kid, if you wanna really enjoy the animals, don't watch Animal Planet or Discovery Channel. You have to really experience the real thing.
Yeah. Experience it for yourself.
Exactly, because you're only watching on TV.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
that's
totally
why.
different experience.
Yes, in the Philippines, I say it's like living in Aspen, but you don't know how to ski
Yeah.
because you only enjoy it, but you don't actually experiencing it.
Yeah.
You know, one thing great with diving is it's so relaxing, it's so therapeutic,
Yeah.
and if you have a girlfriend, oh my God, your girlfriend will never forget you for the rest of her life because you will have a lot of bonding.
Yeah.
Yes, and fortunately, there are no cell phones. And
soon maybe.
soon maybe. And if your girlfriend was get mad at you, she can't because she can't talk.
Yeah. She can show the sign to me.
Yes. As a matter of fact, scuba diving is a recreational sport wherein everything, all parts of your body moves.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's just fun and relaxing. It's not
Right.
competitive.
You
sport.
fin, and it's non-competitive. That's why there's no frustration.
Yeah.
Unlike when you play golf or play tennis, if you lose, you feel bad because people are born egoistic, right?
Yeah.
Here, you just want to have fun and enjoy
And have a peace
the
of
beautiful
mind with
sea.
the nature. Yeah.
Right, right. Every time we speak about diving, there, the people are listening. They want to dive right already.
Yeah.
Then they should come and dive straight away.
Exactly.
You guys are really blessed because you have
You're gonna miss so
such
much thing.
wonderful dive sites here,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so close to your city.
Yes, and
Not
look,
like us.
look how healthy the corals are.
Yeah,
Coral
it's-
sponges, a lot of soft corals,
It just blew my mind when we went down.
and look at those antillas there.
Yep.
I just can't stop looking.
What do you mean you blew your mind out?
No,
Oh,
because
you
I
were-
was so amazed by the life.
That's
the
why you blew your
diversity.
mind out, huh?
Really,
Yeah.
just
You were
corals.
just amazed, huh?
Yeah, amazed.
Me, I was not amazed. I had nitrogen narcosis already, which I like very much, of course. Do you know that you only start to feel the nitrogen narcosis when you reach a depth of about 100 feet?
Oh.
Yes. And do you know that the hardest depth is actually the first 10 meters? Because
Okay.
the pressure is so
Pushing
big.
you.
Yeah. And people think it's harder to dive on deeper waters. Actually, it's easier because it's easy for the ears to equalize. Have you noticed that?
I do.
Now, can you see this beautiful table coral there?
Yeah.
Now, you can just imagine if somebody anchors there and blows up that coral, and look at that small tiny fish there. That's a
Yeah.
juvenile one. Wow, I cannot see it so much. Now he's hiding.
Yeah.
It's a juvenile fish.
Looks like it's dancing.
Yeah. I wanted to check that fish. I always see that in my fish book. That's one of the things I have to do, and memorize all of my friends here,
Yeah.
their names.
But
And,
can you remember there are so many different kinds of fish?
Well, you have so many friends, right?
yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
know their names.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. And then when you're a diver, these animals are your friends already. That's why you don't eat them.
Yeah.
The only fish you eat are the pelagics.
Yeah.
Do you know what the pelagic is?
The larger fish.
Pelagic. Tuna,
Oh,
these
that's-
big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because most of these fish, they only...
Like snappers.
they're not residents normally.
Yeah.
They just pass by.
Yeah.
Like what they call the tuna run.
Did we see tunas actually? Remember you were pointing out in the beginning of the dive?
Uh-huh.
There were two.
Oh.
Two, I think, quite big. You pointed it out, then we looked up. We saw, I think it's a tuna.
Ah,
Yeah, it
okay.
looks like it
Well,
Be the-
well, I didn't see so much. That's my friend Moorish Idol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw that in the Finding Nemo cartoon.
Uh-huh. Do you enjoy staring at an aquarium?
Not really.
Not really?
Being inside
Being
is
inside is
better.
better.
Yes,
It's a
that is
totally
that's the bottom line. Because people who can dive, they're happy just staring at an aquarium. Here you are in a real aquarium, huh?
Yes. Up close and personal.
That's
Swimming
right.
together with them.
So many fish.
Yep.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of fish. One time I met foreigners and said, Rory, in my entire life of my diving, I haven't seen so many fishes. As in thousands and thousands of fishes.
Yeah.
The Philippines is really blessed with a tropical climate. And by the way, these are staghorn corals, the one you see down below.
Yep.
And during the sunset, okay, right before the sunset, if you really stare carefully,
Yep.
you're gonna find some mandarin fish.
Mandarin fish.
Yes, because during the sunset is the time that they mate.
Oh, okay.
But you really have to look at it
Do they
carefully.
mate every day?
They're
in the
very
sunset?
small.
I hope they mate every day so they go out. What a time to mate, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sunset.
Romantic time. But they're very small, right?
Very small. The mandarin fish, I would say, is the most colorful fish.
Okay.
It's a very beautiful fish. I'm sure you've seen it in one of the dive magazines. And next time you come back, we're gonna dive sunset.
Yep.
And we're gonna look for a mandarin fish. And the pygmy seahorse.
Yep.
But you can stay here in the Philippines for 3 nights. Next time you come back, it's got to be at least 1 week.
Yes. At least.
Look, you can see here that the bubbles is dying down already.
Yeah.
A while ago, the bubbles were really already slanted.
Yeah.
That's how strong the current is. But let's put it this way: no current, not much
Fun.
fish life, not so much fun.
No fun.
Yes.
No
The more the
drifting.
current, the better.
It's so nice drifting along hills in the future.
Right. So what's the bottom line for the divers who are listening? Okay. The bottom line is tell your instructor, tell your dive master that you get bored with stagnant waters.
Yes, correct.
because you don't see much,
Yep.
and you wanna do some current diving.
Yeah, you won't learn much also.
That's
If you
why
do
they
that.
make money. Now they teach you advance.
Yeah.
Hey, you're trying to photograph
I was videotaping also.
our fish life here, huh?
Yep. For my friends back home,
Uh-huh.
so I can ask them, encourage them to come to Philippines to dive with
Right.
you.
You know, that's very good because Malaysia is also just like the Philippines. But unfortunately, you haven't been to the best dive site of Malaysia, which they call Sipadan.
Sipadan. Soon.
Soon.
Yeah.